Okay. Now, one of our cars is owned by a corporation. Okay, nope. Let's switch it up a little bit. We have a lot of self-employed people in Southwest Florida who have a little bit of problems either on the personal side or on the business side, and they have to file bankruptcy for either the corporation or the individual, an individual bankruptcy. I'm not a big believer in filing corporation bankruptcies unless absolutely necessary. So here's what I want you to remember. Whenever you're thinking about filing bankruptcy, a corporation, separate legal entity, which needs to be taken into consideration. So what I want you to remember is look at the value of that corporation. Look at the assets of the corporation, subtract out the liabilities of the corporation. In other words, let's say the corporation owns a van and a computer, and the total value of the assets are $10,000. $9,000 for the van, $2,000 for the $1,000 for the computer, total of $10,000. Let's say there's a lien on the van. You owe Ford Motor Credit $10,000. Well, really the van's an asset, but it's a liability. It's upside down. So what's the total value of the van? Zero. It's a zero asset because the lien exceeds the value of the asset. Then the computer's worth $1,000. So I'm looking at it saying, well, really the value of your corporation on paper is $1,000. So what I do is I put it on Schedule B of your individual personal assets, saying that you own the stock of this company and that company has a value of $1,000. So really that value of the stock is the same as the value of the assets in the corporation minus the liabilities. I hope that makes sense to everybody, and it may help with this way. The follow-up question to that the person wrote is, what about cash in the bank? Great question. Let's say you have the van, you have the computer, and you've got $500 in the bank. Well, now that cash is also an asset of the corporation. So instead of having a $1,000 asset, now you have a $1,500 value of your corporation, which translate into your shares of stock, which becomes a personal property, an item of personal property, which you have to disclose. Now, can the trustee walk into the corporation and take it over? Yeah, technically they have the ability to do that, because if you can't exempt, meaning protect, the shares of the corporation, the bankruptcy trustee has the right to go in and run that corporation, close it down, do whatever they want with it, because those shares of stock are not exempt. Normally, corporations are upside down. The debts exceed the liabilities.